You're listening to WAYO LP Rochester. That's WAYO 104.3 FM and WAYOFM.org. Thanks for tuning in. Hearing Sister Nancy with Bomb Bomb. And before that, we just heard Exciting Sounds. Have a very special presentation today, kicking off our Live at WAYO in-studio concert series. For those of you who don't know, we have a great live performance studio here at WAYO. And throughout the pandemic, we didn't see, it didn't see much use. And so we're really excited to get folks and bands back into the studio and bring them to the greater Rochester airwaves. And today we have, kicking off the series, none other than Flying Object. Say hi, guys.
Hello. Hello.
What's up, everybody? Hey.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, great to have you guys in studio. For those of you tuning in on the radio at 104.3 FM, you can also go to wayofm.org and click the watch button, and you can actually see the guys live in the studio as they play, and so you can enjoy it visually as well as with audio. So, without further ado, why don't you guys get it going? What's the first song going to be?
The name of the first song is Homesick.
Cool. Let's hear it. Thanks, guys.
Write a song that made it so we didn't even have to talk, we just knew it. And we could quit fussing around and just do it. What if I could have a car that didn't need to go, cause we were already there. And we didn't have to worry about getting homesick. No, 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 I would take that song and that car mad far. What if I could go back to my dad when he's a boy and take away some of that pain? Maybe things could have worked out some other way. What if I could go back to before when I was born and try to leave some kind of warning that you'll always feel alone and it will always be storming. I got no such way. What if I could go back to the poor old diver's mom and tell her, baby, maybe keep your daughter, 'cause she's so strong and she'll be a fish out of water. I could write a song that made it so we didn't even have to talk, we just knew it. Hell, we could quit fussing around. We're Flying Object, you're on WAYO. That's the song that will be the title track on the record we're making. This song is on a self-titled EP. It is called Heads or Tails. Tales about society and culture. If it's even the same coin, everybody making art is getting vultured. Can't seem to hear dollars or cents when we're talking art and money. We put art through the money machine and it always comes out funny. And yeah, we're vexed about music, art, and culture. We're what's stolen, sold. Ain't any different when a guy like me steals rock and roll. You get it free on the internet and maybe share it to your stories. And not a dollar's gonna come my way, so don't you worry. When you're thinking this song sounds familiar, yeah, I'm sure I heard it somewhere. Or maybe it's a cover of a cover of a cover, or you're having a nightmare. You're thinking maybe it was Louis, Roy Orbison, or Leonard Cohen, and I'm thinking it was somebody better from before that whose name we don't know. And I know ain't any different when a guy like me steals rock and roll. Can't seem to make heads or tail that I might have to trade off the coin. I don't wanna be computer rock and roll, it sounds so annoying. If I want you to hear these songs, I gotta play them in a way that you like. No, all the other bands that sound like this one make me say goodnight. There were facts about music, art, and culture. Worried about what's stolen, sold. Ain't any different when a guy like me steals rock and roll. No, it ain't any different when a guy like me steals rock and roll. No, it ain't any different when a guy like me. Ain't any different when a guy like me. Ain't any different when a guy like me steals rock and roll. Good friend told me that the earth is flat. I don't really know about that. If the earth is flat, what about the UFOs? I know we used to believe in those. Lo and behold, I can't tell from here whether the earth is flat or a sphere. I'll be here on earth all of the days between when I die and my birth. I may never know where I'll be going, like I'll be going. I'll be willing to entertain anything you can explain. Just give me something that I can hear underneath the atmosphere. Lo and behold, they say the earth is a sphere. That is exactly what I was hoping to hear. I'll be here on earth
last song was called Flat Earth.
We've got Flying Object here live on WAYO. You're listening to WAYO 104.3 FM,
Thank you so much
wayofm.org.
for having us on your radio show, Max.
Yeah.
Fun time to be here.
I'm so glad to have you guys here with us. Like I said earlier in the hour, if you're just tuning in, we're kicking off or sort of, I don't know, having a rebirth of our live performance studio here at WAYO. And big thanks to Flying Object for being the first band to sort of kick it off and get things going. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Glad to be part of the redemption arc of the WAYO sessions.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to try and keep that going Sundays at 2 p.m. If you are a band and are interested in coming to play live on WAYO, you can email us info, that's INFO, info at wayofm.org. Let's see. We're going to be talking a little bit more in depth with the band later in the hour. So if you have any questions for the band or any taunts or jeers or I don't know, you can text them in. The number is 585-203-WAYO. That's 585-203-9296. Yeah. Do we want to introduce the band real quick before we go into a few more, I suppose?
Yeah.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
We're willing to do that.
All right. Thank you.
My name is Chris O'Brien. I'm playing the drums. My big brother Matt is playing the bass, and he is singing his songs on the Gibson SG. We've got Mike Martinez also on the Space Sounds you are hearing.
Awesome.
This song is called Ranger.
Surely there's a time for leaving. I could feel it in the moon and in the seasons. I could feel it coming on the wind, and everything ends that ever begins. Surely you could have done better, and surely I didn't do my very best. I will only have kind words about you, but I know I'll be better off out there without you. I could have been more kind, and I should have been less blind. And I could have been on my own time. I should have been on my own side. I surely spent time shoveling your stuff. Now it's time I made time for my own pile of it. Though I'm a ranger, don't be a stranger. You know I'ma always be your brown, but I'll most likely be in some other part of town. Could have been more kind, and I should have been less blind.
WAYO.
We're going to play another song right now called New Hat.
I got a new hat that I can feel sharp in. After your mother broke my heart, and I was out of my head and without my heart, I really didn't know where to start. Getting out of bed to get those days started was so damn hard when I was so broken hearted. On my new hat and some nice boots, I go out in the world trying to find me some fruits, but it was no use. 'Cause love can be the blessing and love can be the curse. It can bring out the best, it can bring out the worst. This is this and that is that. I'll tell you more about it when you're big enough to wear this hat. When you're big like that.
Yeah.
Happy to be here. Fun to be here.
It is.
I got to look at you, Max, because you might be talking and I don't know it.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Oh, well, no,
Not
we could just now.
Oh, okay. I wasn't saying anything.
Yeah,
That's what-
no, exactly.
I don't know.
We're-
You guys are
it's, like we
killing it. I
said,
don't-
it's in the works. One thing, we're gonna have to get a new technology, clear, huge screen,
right?
so
you
I
can
can
see what
see
I'm
you.
doing. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's
That's fair.
perfectly fun and wonderful this way, though.
No,
is.
absolutely.
It is. It's fun.
Adds to the mystery. If you're just tuning in, wondering what we're talking about, you're listening to WAYO 104.3 FM. We have Flying Object live in the studio in the WAYO Live Performance Studio. You can see them if you go online to wayofm.org and click the watch button and Yeah, thanks, guys.
Shout out to Riczi in Studio B. This is a 3-room ordeal right now.
Riczi.
Appreciate you guys hanging out Sunday afternoon with us.
Absolutely. So glad you guys could join us in the studio.
Is it song time or talk time? One more song?
Yeah, let's do another song, and then let's talk. And then just a reminder to folks listening, if you have any questions for the band Flying Object, you can text them in 585-203-9296. That's 585-203-WAYO. Take it away,
This
guys.
next song is called Submarine.
The dudes in the band sometimes call it Astronaut, but it is called Submarine. Depends on which lyrics you focus on. But they're all good, right? You could say these all, yep. Scanning.
Down from the moon in a submarine. Yeah, she'd been gone a while and she needed some good rest. She had to get back to the bottom of the ocean. So she went down a while and found herself a spot to settle in. At first she couldn't distinguish between the stars and the bioluminescent fish. And then she swam a while and learned to shine just like them. She went back up to the moon. She shone back on the waves from her submarine. I could also fly. From her submarine, I was also a spaceship. From her spaceship back into the moon and back so quick. One night she came 11 times, and another time she came 9. Rumor had it she was coming here to meet some earthling guy. She was an otherworldly lover, and she knew that the earthling did love her. Alas, he couldn't fly and he couldn't deep dive, no.
Awesome. Flying Object live on WAYO here. Thanks, guys. That was amazing. What was that track again?
Submarine.
Awesome.
And it will be on the record we're working on.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, for those, again, just tuning in, you're listening to WAYO, first show of our new Live on WAYO series, and we have in the studio Flying Object. So glad to have you guys with us.
So good to be here.
Yeah. So where, if I may ask, did the Flying Object fly in from?
It's been all over. It's really been all over. The place.
Okay.
It was down in Ithaca for a while. It came back to Rochester. It reformed, and
Yeah, we are, me and my brother Matt and Mike too, are Rochester boys, born and raised here. But this group, I guess, is a product of COVID by all reality. I got a rehearsal space, and it was specific hours on specific days. And me, my brother Matt, and Mike here were getting together. Was it 9 or 10? It was 10 a.m. It was 9.
Oh my
wasn't it?
gosh.
Monday morning.
Wow. Creative juice is just flowing.
Yeah, 3 guys that definitely don't have a 9 to 5. We're meeting up Monday at 9 a.m. and getting the creative juices flowing for the week. It really was awesome.
Always a good start to the week, and it did end up feeling really good. We started taking it, we're like, oh, let's actually play the songs that we've been getting together, and it'd be a little bit of a hang and a little bit of a thing. Yeah, this is Matt talking now, and I'd been trying to do this since years ago. Yeah, like Mike said, when I was in Ithaca, I kept trying to do Flying Object, get these new songs going, and nothing was ever cooking, and we got that space together, and then it started cooking.
yeah, and there's all these songs that have been around for Matt's had for a really long time. We've all listened to them in different forms at different times, and so we all knew them. We had something to play together.
Yeah, we were doing those Monday jams, and it was like, what should we play? And the 3 of us, me being a fan of my brother's songs and his brother, and Mike being a fan of those same songs. Exactly. There was a whole long list of songs that we all wanted to play that all happened to be Matt's songs. So
And a bunch of new ones that nobody had ever played that were a little bit of a pain in the butt to learn, and we decided to.
Yeah.
So then it was like, oh, here we go. And thanks, guys, by the way.
Yeah, it's
nice.
cool that you had a cool, like, I don't know, good starting point, like common language, right? Or like collection of songs, right, to sort of start and feel comfortable with, and like you said, get the juices flowing, and then work on new stuff. So cool, very cool.
Coming up on one year now since probably the first gig we did, and we did that for like a year maybe in that practice space before we did anything.
Cool,
Exactly.
very cool.
Mm.
Yeah. So and for those of you who are tuning in now, we have Matt O'Brien and Chris O'Brien, brothers here in the studio as part of Flying Object, and Mike Martinez as well on the guitar. And I guess we have to say it, Chris. I mean, Chris also a WAYO DJ.
That's right.
Monday mornings at 11 a.m. With Extra Life Music. So glad to have you in this capacity as well.
Yeah, which is we would have been jamming. That was during our jam time.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So yeah,
Chris likes to start the week off with a nice Monday morning hit of some kind.
Yep.
Yes.
Keep it moving. Extracurricular.
We're all early risers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, fun being on the other side of the glass. Fun place to be here at WAYO LP Rochester.
Yeah, we've been big fans since you started doing this over here.
Yeah, I as a listener myself, it's so cool to just be able to hear each hour something completely different from somebody who's super passionate about what they're doing, and you guys included as well, obviously, right? I mean, it's just great to have you doing the thing that you're so passionate about here in the studio. So thanks for coming in.
Heck yeah, man. Thanks for making it happen. Max, you don't have a dedicated show, right?
I don't.
You have such a good radio voice, dude.
Oh, jeez. You're turning red. You can't see it. I'm as red as this on-air light in here.
Jarrett has also never had a show. Is that accurate?
No, he's talked about. So Jarrett is one of the station engineers, or I guess the station engineer here at WAYO, and he's talked about doing a show called The Sounds of the Bell Telephone System. So each week would feature perhaps, the busy tone or the line out of order tone, different tone each week. So
That would be interesting.
yeah, look forward to hearing that someday, perhaps. But
I was doing confirmation calls at my work yesterday, and I heard an old school busy signal for the first time in like a really
Wow.
long time.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Let's get a little off track for 1 second. Do you notice you used to smell cow manure like all the time everywhere, and now it's gone? I almost yesterday was like, it's not that I miss it, but we'd be smelling that right now, like somewhere on the highway, somewhere we were driving through the country. I'm like, we haven't smelled it once all day.
Oh yeah.
I know it's
still
winter, but
February
Interesting.
though. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
February.
It's going to be very warm very soon, so that will be put to the test.
They'll bring
Okay.
it out. They'll bring it back out.
Exactly. That or rotting cabbage, one of the two.
I'll take either.
Yeah.
Anything that makes it smell warm out.
Yeah.
That was a nice segue too.
Yeah.
It was.
Like that?
Exactly. But where
We're
are we
up to
going
right turn.
next?
Where are we going next?
On the way to where?
On the way to
You
where?
want to play like a monster?
Yeah, sure.
You want us to play a song? Or you want to keep talking, Max?
Yeah, why don't you play a song and then we'll talk a little bit more and then more music. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cool.
absolutely.
Flying Object live on WAYO.
They've been calling for increased drilling so they can stack more dollars and shillings. I'm free fishing, I'm free river. Were they willing to kill, make me quiver? Yeah, like a monster that only eats money. They've been spraying the water into the stone so they can get the blood in between the bones. But they're pushing, I think we should nix it. If something goes wrong, can nobody fix it? Yeah, you're like a monster and you only eat money. You're like a monster and you only eat honey. Well, you think you're so smart. Well, you think you're so smart. Well, you think you're so smart. I think you think so. I know you think so. They've been calling for increased spending on more defending, more shackles and killing. I'm free fishing, I'm free river. Were they willing to kill, make me quiver? Yeah, like a monster, only eating money. Really like a monster, on you only eat honey. Oh, you think you're so smart. Well, you think you're so smart. Well, you think you're so smart. I think you think so. I know you think so. You only eat honey. Oh, you like a monster, really like a monster. You don't eat money.
like a monster.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. That was great. You're listening to Flying Object here live on WAYO. And maybe we'll do a little more talk. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so I have some questions on my list here. So, how I was doing a little research online because I haven't heard you guys out yet. So this is a real treat for me to hear you for the first time here in studio. And like, how have you been describing Flying Object to people who haven't heard you guys yet? I know I saw, I think, one interview or read one interview where I think it said you described it as like song-based, lyric-driven. What does that mean exactly? Or did you use those words?
We
Is
did
that
use
somebody
those
else?
words,
Okay,
and
cool. Yeah, explain that.
We keep trying to get across how specifically we, even if we are playing other people's songs, the song choices are more the thing. So don't say to yourself, well, first of all, you could also say we have a history of playing in reggae bands, and it's not that, and we want you to know it's a totally new, different psychedelic thing. But a psychedelic thing in the spirit of playing songs, not in the spirit, like, we don't want you to start thinking something other than that we care about songs.
Yeah, what was it? Song-based, groove-oriented.
Lyric-driven,
Lyric-
psychedelic rock and roll.
Yeah.
I find that the genre is ever changing, and I'm pretty against music genres. I know it helps classify, kind of narrow it down what type of music, but like as Matt said, like I'm currently in a reggae band, and that genre, like that gives you tell someone you're in a reggae band, they still definitely do not know what your band sounds like.
Totally.
And to say you're in like a psychedelic rock band with songs that we want you to hear the words, you still don't really know what it sounds like.
Sure.
But
What would you describe it as, Max? Can we ask you questions?
Ooh, put me on the spot. Yeah, totally. No, I think in saying that it's like lyric driven, I totally agree with that. I mean, your vocals, your lyrics, Matt, are just totally right at the forefront, and definitely agree with psychedelic and spacey, but also just I don't know, good general good vibes. Is that cheesy to say?
No,
But
yeah,
I think
we appreciate it.
yeah.
We also often, sorry to interrupt you, we have a ever-changing roster on top of the three of us. Our good friend Max Flansburgh has been playing guitar with us quite a bit lately, and that adds definitely another element. Shout out to our friend Elliot Schwartzman, who was playing keys with us in our conception through our first summer of fun there last summer. So sometimes I don't know.
Well, if you're talking about the songs, they don't necessarily sound the same twice. We're playing a certain way. This trio version would sound most the same of anything twice. But
the studio record with me, Mike, Matt, and Max on it with no vocals on it, like literally the genre, like psychedelic lounge music, like blasted into my brain, and I can't think it. But also that does not describe the music very well.
Sure.
And on our first, when we first linked up with Max, we all played a gig. This group opened for Giant Panda on like a 3-night run, and on the last one, Max's band Dirty Blanket played as well, and Max wanted to jam with us, and they're a bluegrass acoustic band, and Max takes a totally different approach on this band, but fits right in perfectly. And so there's a lot of different things going on, but
and it changes based on who's there.
Exactly.
That's when you add those other people. We're not giving them like a assignment or anything.
Totally. Cool. And I guess we'd be sort of remiss if we didn't sort of mention what, other groups that you guys sort of have played in the past or come from. I guess we'll go around the room. I don't know, Chris, if you want to start.
Well, Matt and I and James Searle founded Giant Panda Gorilla Dub Squad together, which Matt and I played in for many years, and I continue to be the drummer in. We're cruising, man. We're having fun.
Yeah.
I played in Thunderbody for years after that. Did that band.
is the first band I've played in with these guys. They're bringing me in, so I'm happy to be here. And I'm usually the photographer, so
Oh, cool.
I do the photography with these guys, and I get to go hang around with a lot of cool bands and go to cool shows, and we just happened to get this together, and it worked out.
Killer segue on the photographer.
Yeah.
You remember how to play it?
I remember it, I think.
Let's hear it. Flying Object live on WAYO
This song is
104.3
called
FM.
Photographer.
Yeah, she didn't want to become a photographer. Yeah, she wants them to photograph her so she can maybe be in magazines as someone else's art. Yeah, she was ready to allow them to devour her. Yeah, she will surely think I'm talking about men, and yeah, them, but also wolves and snakes and sharks. So don't pretend she don't know what she's doing now, 'cause she do it. Can't give her benefit of doubt, she always knew it. She was ready to permit them to attain her. Yeah, none will be ignited who tries to explain her. That's just the way she'll be. She don't need no sympathy from no one else's heart. So don't pretend she don't know what she's doing now, 'cause she do it. And yeah, you can't give her benefit of doubt, she always knew it. I was saying please just come home. Please just come home. Please just come home. Please just come home. Oh, my, just come home.
That made me think it can't just go around saying too if we had
Definitely.
It's got that similar. You want to talk or you want a song, Max? You're the.
You want to do another one? I've been enjoying myself here in the studio
Let's do it.
swaying, so
Let's do it.
yeah.
I know you can't just go around saying things like that to boys. You said you don't say that to all of them. Why'd you decide to say it to just me? And I thought you were gonna be brave. You said you didn't wanna hurt anyone, and then you shouldn't just go around saying things like that to boys. You will they seem like no other. Yeah, we were telling each other everything. And yeah, we couldn't hold back. Why would we have wanted to anyway? Yeah, I thought you were gonna be brave, but you was just trying to get it off your chest. You said I like a lot of boys and a lot of boys like me, but I think I'm trying to like you the best. You said, please don't make me talk. Don't go telling me your soul. I feel so strongly, but I'm just not ready. I'd rather get hurt than hurt somebody else. Oh. Yeah, I figured you must be playing. Yeah, I thought you were pretending. But I could also see you shining. And I wanted to believe it was genuine. No, you can't just go around saying things like that to boys if you're not gonna be brave. Just keep it to yourself. I miss Elliot sometimes. Not that I'm not complaining, but Elliot sure played pretty stuff on that one, didn't he?
He's played really nice over that one. He played a lot.
We'll have to have you guys back along with him sometime, perhaps.
That'd be great.
He's
Yeah.
just got to make it back from Baja California, Mexico.
He's enjoying
Oh,
himself
man.
thoroughly. He's thoroughly having a good time.
Soaking it up.
He's
Yeah.
posting pictures of his
Driving
feet.
around the country in a 1980s Volkswagen Vanagon camper van.
He's got all these
and
dogs. There's
he
like a
just
new dog
is
every day.
going hiking and camping and fishing every
Sounds
night.
like a rough life.
It's rough, bro.
I'm a
Real
little
rough.
concerned.
Yeah.
for him.
We gotta bring him back. We gotta get him back.
Yeah. Awesome. What was the name of that one, guys?
Song is called "You Can't Just Go Around Saying."
Nice.
All these songs have a lot
Or
of chords to them
Can't
as well.
just go around.
Yeah, Mike got thrown the chord book for these ones.
All of these songs have
I
a
just
lot
get
of
to
chords.
play the drums.
Yeah. I think you figured it out, Mike.
Yeah,
If
you did great.
Yeah.
I know for myself when I make a mistake live on the radio, I say, "You're doing the best you can, Bubba. Don't worry about it. I don't care. Do your best, Mike."
Yep.
Yeah.
I was I it's funny, part of, I love the radio station live things, and I watch a lot of the different ones all the time. And there's totally a Stephen Malcolmus one, and he like starts the song and plays for like 45 seconds, and then he's like, "Yo, I know you told me not to stop. I'm starting over." Like
I almost
and
just
he's
did
like,
it.
no care.
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm starting over. Sorry, everybody listening."
I got the psych out because you guys are quiet in the beginning of that one. I couldn't hear. I'm like, well, I hear the bass, but
Yeah.
you know how the notes sometimes. I'm like, is he gonna start
don't
playing?
know,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be like, not the.
Yeah.
Nobody else is gonna play. It's just gonna be you.
Yeah.
Or like
weird.
I'm singing the wrong.
Sometimes we do
notes.
it. Like that's what I was saying,
Yeah.
genre-wise. We, when we're at a bar or whatever, we do psychedelic stuff. There's a lot of dropouts. Matt picks up some percussion and stuff. We do some fun stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Speaking of which, good segue, right? Are you guys playing any gigs, or if somebody wants to hear more of your music, whether that's live or recorded, how can people do that?
Every show we've played has been recorded by people, very cool people that have come. Marcus Converse, this fella Lucas recorded a whole bunch of them. Kenneth Clark's got a bunch of videos, and Mike Martinez has recorded them as well. So they're all like on the internet now, archive.org.
yeah.
There's
Check
links.
this
but
out.
we got a record, a 5-song record.
For more information on Flying Object, you can follow us on Instagram at Flying Object is a band. Flying Object is a band is the Instagram handle. Kenneth's YouTube channel, if you would like more information on that, is called Nothing to See Here.
Which, if you can't find it, put in Nothing to See Here channel and look for the panda with the pink background, and then all the videos of everyone you know.
Yeah, Ken does some serious greater Finger Lakes area local music documentation, so that's pretty cool.
Serious coverage.
Cool. We'll have to add this one to the pile.
And Matt's the Flying Object EP is available on most streaming platforms.
The No Rewind EP.
No Rewind.
If you put Flying Object into the internet, sometimes some other stuff comes up also.
Sure.
Weird.
This one, it really
Yeah.
does, though. Somehow,
cool.
if you put Flying Object No Rewind,
Yeah, it knows.
there's not. They don't have that in the Flying Object lore.
Cool.
I didn't even have the heart to show you. I know
Tiny
the
bits of-
session is almost over.
What?
Matt wrote my brother wrote a fantastic song about an artist who writes a screenplay, and the screenplay gets thrown into the AI machine by the studio. Long story short,
You're telling me somebody already came out with a song about the same thing?
no, I'm telling you the private YouTube video that you sent us the tune with. There's a little button on YouTube now, and it's like Ask AI. And I asked AI to tell me what your song was about, and it did, and it was freaking hilarious.
Come on.
Very bizarre. We'll play that one in another session. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I'll show,
Well,
show you the
anyway,
screenshot.
yeah, I'm not going to even talk about it. You want to play one more song? Is that was the idea, Max?
Yeah, let's do that. I just want to thank you guys again
Yes.
for coming in, kicking off this Live at WAYO series. So glad to have you guys in studio and to get this going. If folks are just tuning in, we'll have the recording online, wayofm.org, for your later consumption. Thanks so much, guys, for coming in. And again, if you are a band and you want to perform live on WAYO, email info@wayofm.org. Thanks again, guys. Let's hear it. Let's play it out. You've been listening to Flying Object here live on WAYO. Thanks so much.
This song is called Tiny Bits of Paper. Thank you, Max. Thank you, WAYO. She took some tiny bits of paper and she wrote down things about me that she loved. She's surely from the earth. Sometimes I'm sure that she is from above. It had been a happy pop song and then it turned mad country. She used to, then she no longer loved me.
words on many of these songs because they're all on the same theme. I got no problem with it cause they're getting across just what I mean. It's a story I'ma tell, it'll only take 1 or 2 records. The story of how she wrecked me and how I wrecked her. This will probably be the last song on the first record, but we'll see how it goes. We forgot to follow the signals and we wound up toe to toe, going blow for blow. I figured this song was becoming some kind of melancholy ending. No, I hope that we were mistaken when we thought it was breaking, that it was only bending. I take them full pages of paper and I type out things about her that I love. She's surely from the earth, sometimes I'm sure that she is from above. Mike Martinez on the guitar, we are Flying Object. Thank you so much for having us.
Peace.